Hi, class. We all know it's time to do the SLOs, the first part, and the SLOs for the first part of the class have to do with the different costing methods that you learned. In Chapter 3, there's a problem for job order costing. Chapter 4, there's a ABC costing problem. And then from Chapter 5, there's a process costing problem. So I kind of owe you a little bit of help for the last couple announcements. It was kind of interesting how Snagit works, but I just want to show you then to get you started on this particular problem first. This is from Chapter 3, Job Order Costing. And you're going to get information that looks like this. Now, if you turn to pages 129 to 136, it basically walks you through this problem in the textbook. But just to look at it real quickly, we're doing the journal entries first of all for purchase materials on account. Now, this problem is an open response problem, so you actually have to type in the names. So to purchase material, we had to type in raw material inventory 400, accounts payable for 400. Journal entry number B says that there was wages of 114,000. Well, the direct labor goes into work in process. Everything that's left over is indirect labor. Indirect labor is manufacturing overhead. So the 114,000 is credited here. And then the amount that I added up for direct labor of 84,300 work in process, the remaining amount indirect labor goes into the manufacturing overhead. Number 3, we requisitioned. So I took a look and I added up all of the direct materials that were requisitioned. I debited work in process. I credited raw material. And then D, I got into the manufacturing overhead. Now, all of the debits to manufacturing overhead are actual manufacturing overhead. When I get down to F, I will allocate manufacturing overhead. And you only do that once. That's the only time that you're going to credit it. So take a look. We're up to number D. When we get to E, there's another manufacturing overhead. Notice I have to type the manufacturing. It's kind of hard for people who don't type, but you'll have to get used to that. Manufacturing overhead. And we have cash that we paid out for rentals, and we also have prepaid insurance. Okay, I'm adding these two together, 13,600. As you can see, I added, well, it's not here. I guess it's, that'd be 17,800. And this is 10,800 and 7,000. Answer, fantastic. Go on now, we allocate the overhead jobs at the predetermined rate of 60% of direct labor hours. Okay, going back up to where did we put in direct labor hours? We did it in question number B. So 84,300, so I'll use my calculator. 84,300 times 0.6 is going to equal 50,580. $50,580, and of course I'm going to now debit work in process when we allocate overhead, and we're going to credit manufacturing overhead. And I didn't put inventory in this, so I'll add inventory. Check the answer. Okay, so I got you off to a good start here. You can read the book and follow along. When you get to requirement 2, remember everything that was debited and work in process goes into the T account on the left side. And then when you finish those certain jobs, you're then going to credit the work in process and debit finished goods. And then you need to calculate and figure out which job is left in the ending work in process, which are in the finished goods, and then which of the jobs were sold. Okay, so good luck on this. I hope everyone does excellent.